Welcome back. Sports with a difference this Friday. Over 140 runners coming from Johannesburg to KZN for the Comrades Marathon will be treated to top hospitality throughout their journey. They'll be leaving at 9 a.m. and arriving in KZN at around 2 tomorrow morning. Benjamin Leshoro is inside one of the lounges in the train and in fact is going to take us through the experience there at Parkstation. And Benjamin, I suppose no running this one, riding it through.
Yeah, I've decided to come have a feel for myself as to what these runners will be enjoying throughout their journey. It's an incredibly long one, projected to get to KZN, to Pietermaritzburg at around 2 a.m. On Saturday morning. And for that reason, they need to be as comfortable as possible. In fact, remember, when you're going to be doing this sort of thing, it's an ultra marathon. It's not even a marathon, it's an ultra. The advice is that you put your legs up for as long as possible before the race. In fact, the last week, some would advise that the training be as minimal as possible so that you are as fresh as can be come race day on Sunday. So they will be treated to the most comfortable hospitality here this morning. You won't see this, but just in front of me is the kitchen, is where the cooking is already happening. There's some chopping. I'm looking at it now and I'm thinking, why am I not running Comrades? But yeah, that's a story for another day, maybe another year. So looking here, just next to me, you can already see the type of setting that is here. This is in the premier class. There's two sides. There's the premier class and those in the Shosholoza side, so Shosholoza Meyl, and we'll be talking to the acting manager for communications and marketing there to tell us exactly what these runners will be experiencing. I'm going to call Ausdi Makatso to come and let us know exactly what will be happening here. Thank you so much, Ausdi Makatso, for joining us on the AM report this morning. It's going to be a long day for everybody involved, but it's for a good cause, because those who are going to KZN to run for 12 hours need to be as comfortable as possible. What's expected from the side of the transportation and the hospitality that we're seeing, the setting that we're seeing already here this morning?
Thank you very much. I think our runners are very excited to join us, and from our side we are ready to take care of them for the journey. So they will be they started with our registration upstairs in our lounge. They are having a tea and, welcoming drinks. They'll be boarding the train. We'll be serving them welcome drinks again and snacks on the train. As you can see, the table is set. We'll be we are getting ready for lunch, for the lunchtime, and we'll be giving them supper and, all the nice things along the way. But we can take you through the train for you to be able to see what they'll be enjoying on the train.
Okay, so are we starting with breakfast? Is there breakfast that's going to be served, or are we starting at lunch? Do you know what the menu is looking like? Have you seen?
We are starting with lunch. Breakfast, they've already catered for them upstairs, so we'll be starting with lunch. The lunch, they'll be having starters, they're having salad, and they'll be having chicken, if I'm not mistaken, for lunch, and a bit of dessert. So we have them covered.
Dessert? What's dessert doing here? We don't want our top runners having dessert. And then for dinner?
For dinner, they'll be having leg of lamb. I know they'll be having leg of lamb. That I made sure we have leg of lamb on the first day. So they'll be having leg of lamb. And, a few vegetables, of course, a balanced diet. Because we have runners, we need to make sure that they eat healthy food that we have prepared for them.
All right. Okay, so that's what's happening in terms of the food. So they'll be coming here regularly throughout the day to have drinks, to have coffee, to have their meals, to make sure that they are in top shape when they get to Pietermaritzburg. So this is how it looks inside the premier class, is what it's called here. I did mention that there is the side of the Shosholoza Meyl, the coaches, and this is for the 140 plus runners that we're expecting to be transported to KZN here this morning. So we're going to go over to where they'll be sleeping. Throughout the day, of course, when you're going to be running 87.7 kilometers, you need to rest as much as possible, as I said. So we'll be going through now to where they'll be sleeping as we navigate our way through here. Just come with me, stay with me. We want to see how they'll be resting. And it's going to be very, very comfortable. I've already seen it from outside, but we're going to get a first-class experience of how it looks. Come with me. I'm going to take you inside. So, let's pretend that I'm running Comrades on Sunday. Anything is possible. I may just decide that, hey, why not? So, Osdimakatsu, what's happening here?
Okay, this is our welcoming letter. So this is the coupe, where we have 4 beds, but in the Premier class, for you, we want you to relax. This is luxury, so it's 2 beds. They have already made the beds. You receive the welcoming letter, the water for you, and the brochure. So this is where you'll be relaxing throughout the journey. We have amenities as well. You know, there are towels, you know, there are soaps. We're taking care of you. Everyone. There are slippers, towels.
I see there's robes there
and
as
there
well.
There are robes there on top. So this is the hotel on wheels. For you to relax the journey, don't worry about anything. We have everything taken care of.
Wow, it is top class. I genuinely feel like I should be, you know, boarding the train. 9 o'clock, I understand, is departure time. And this is the second time this is happening. It also took place in 2022 when Comrades came back from that devastating COVID break. How was the first edition of this?
The first edition was a success. The people were very excited to have the train going to Durban. It has been a while since we took our train down to Durban, so it was really a success. Hence, we decided to, you know, we need to run another train going down. So the excitement has really grown in leaps and bounds from our customers. Okay.
Thank you so much, Osdimakatsu, for a tour of the premier class of the accommodation, the hospitality setting that the runners will be experiencing. Remember, 140 plus departing Johannesburg this morning, 9 a.m. is when they'll be heading over to Pietermaritzburg, expected to get there in the wee hours of the morning. They'll be sleeping comfortably, and at the moment, I feel like I should too. So I'm going to hand back to you guys in studio for you guys to continue working while I take a little bit of a nap.
And I hope the bosses are watching. Benjamin Leshoro, thanks very much indeed. Trying to convince the rest of us he's working today. There he goes.